Ali Miller thinks about Instacart's advertising evolution like a three-act play. Act 1 was fundamentals. Act 2 was expanding formats and objectives. Act 3, the one Instacart is in now, is about becoming infrastructure for an entire ecosystem. Ali Miller was promoted to General Manager of Advertising at Instacart in July of last year, but she has been architecting this trajectory for over 4 years. Before Instacart, she spent more than a decade at Google, leading the full-stack redesign of Google Ads, which was then AdWords, before moving to YouTube, where she directed product for the ads advertiser experience. And at YouTube, she established goal-based buying across awareness, consideration, and action, scaling offerings like TrueView for reach and introducing small and medium business-friendly creation tools. And that ad tech pedigree matters because Instacart has been first to market repeatedly. Self-serve ad platforms, incrementality measurement, powering other retailers' ad networks. Now competitors are studying what Instacart built and replicating it with bigger budgets. So Ali Miller faces the classic innovator's dilemma. How do you stay ahead when your playbook becomes industry standard? Today, I'm sharing an article that was originally published to my column at The Drum on December 15. Let's go. Acts 1 and 2, Building the Foundation. When Ali Miller joined Instacart in 2021, the company was coming off the pandemic with massive attention from users, brands, and retailers. The natural starting point had been sponsored products, the basic unit of retail media advertising. But even there, Instacart differentiated early. Here's what Ali told me. One of the first areas where we tried to differentiate ourselves from other retail media networks is not just looking at attributed sales, but really looking at causal, random control, and exposed groups to understand the total incrementality of Instacart-sponsored products. That was 2021, when most retail media networks were still pitching brands on basic attribution. Instacart was already proving incremental lift with proper test design. The platform was also self-serve from day one. That was unusual at a time when most retailers started out with direct sales and insertion orders before eventually building out self-serve capabilities. Act 2 of Instacart Ads brought display and video formats, marrying what Ali calls inspiration with shoppability. The company shifted to marketing objective-based buying, allowing brands to optimize explicitly towards goals like driving new-to-brand sales or total sales rather than just managing individual cost-per-click bids. Now for Act 3, the ecosystem play. When Instacart launched Carrot Ads in March 2022, which is its platform that powers retail media networks for other e-commerce sites, it was years before other retailers announced similar platform ambitions. Now Ali is doubling down on the company's third act, revolving around becoming the infrastructure that other commerce players can plug into. Carrot Ads now powers retail media networks on 240 plus e-commerce sites, including Thrive Market, Hy-Vee, and Uber Eats grocery experience. This platform strategy is suddenly everywhere. Amazon announced its retail ad service earlier last year, signing partnerships with several retailers, including Macy's. Best Buy's Lisa Valentino recently outlined a vision of Best Buy as an open platform for data collaboration and audience extension. But Instacart has been executing this model for longer. The pitch to brands is straightforward. Buy once, activate everywhere. Log into Instacart Ads, launch a campaign, and it serves across the Instacart marketplace, plus those 240 Carrot Ads websites. For emerging brands with limited distribution, ads extend automatically as soon as their products hit shelves in new locations. And for large brands managing dozens of retail relationships, it's a consolidated buying experience with consistent measurement. And Ali says this helps small brands with limited distribution get all of that opportunity they possibly can. And for large brands, it's much easier to have a single place to buy and measure and have consistent measurement. And boy, do I hear that request all the time. Miracle
Miracle Ads is the ad tech solution trusted by Rakuten and over 50 global enterprise retailers. That's because Miracle Ads was built with both 3P marketplace sellers and 1P suppliers in mind. Both advertiser audiences demand a seamless advertising journey from onboarding to reporting. You can offer everything from sponsored products to video ads all in one solution. Learn more at miracle.com. That's MIRAKL.com. So what about the pitch to retailers? Well, the pitch is that it's not just a plug and play ad server, but the opportunity for retailers to tap into Instacart's national advertiser demand. This is a significant benefit for retailers looking to grow their ad revenue after the initial easy money of ad spend migrating from trade and shopper marketing funds is exhausted. Another thing that we talk about on this show all the time is tapping into new advertiser demand. Now, in the full article, I also talk about a couple of other topics related to Instacart, which is black box algorithms and how a lot of advertising platforms are sort of moving towards black box algorithms, whether advertisers like that or not. So I got Ali's comments on that. And then also the in-store retail media hedge that Instacart is also really investing in with their caper carts. I first got a experience of caper carts in real life at NRF, and it was really cool. I can't wait to see more of them out there in real life. And as I have shared on the podcast before, I really do think that these in-store capabilities are a huge hedge for retail media networks looking to bolster their offering as we see more purchases happen through AI agents, or even just start with AI conversations, which reduces the total amount of sponsored product ads that get served, which is currently the meat and potatoes of retail media. So I do recommend checking out the full article if you want to get those POVs. But just wrapping up here, the broader retail media landscape is fragmenting under its own weight. More than 200 retail media networks now compete for advertiser attention, while brands struggle to manage relationships with an average of 5 to 7 platforms. Growth is decelerating, 15.6% in 2025 versus 25.1% in 2024, according to the IAB. So Instacart's Ali Miller believes simplification is the answer here, but not the kind that removes advertiser control. She's building for a future where brands can buy in one place and activate across an entire ecosystem, but where they maintain transparency into results and choice in how their campaigns run. Unlike executives rushing toward full automation, Ali is doing this with Google-bred discipline: test, measure, prove, scale. And one of my favorite quotes from the conversation with Ali: choice and trust are really key. We are not forcing this. Wrapping up here, I have been a big fan of Instacart ads from day one in 2020. I even wrote a book about Instacart ads called Instacart for CMOs with my co-author Stefan Jordev. And they have been truly first in a number of different ways with regard to advertising. And also they were the first retailer, I guess, quote unquote, to roll out a AI chat assistant as well. So many firsts for Instacart. It is really interesting to think about where they will go next. And after speaking with Ali, I think she has a really clear vision for the future, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next week.